What is it? Monday,
The
October 19th.
17th.
Oh, shit. 17th. Trip. I got in this coffee, man.
Monday is 17th, man. We back at it.
Back at it again.
Back at it again. Another episode. Overreaction Monday. The man pod. Antoine Bethea. My guy, D Butt.
Yes, sir.
Great day of football yesterday, man. A great day of football. A lot of unexpected wins from some teams that surprisingly doing good early part in the year, man. So we got some good ball to talk about. Our coach was able to rally late, get a big dub.
Yep.
Eagles 6-0, only undefeated team left in the race.
Fly, Eagles, fly, man. They wrapped up Sunday. That was a good game. Cowboys made it interesting. But good game, good way to finish it out. A secondary, that defense, that offense, whole squad look real, man. But we got a lot to talk about through week 6 of the NFL. Already week 6. Got one more game tonight between the Broncos and the Chargers that'll wrap up week 6. Then we'll be on to week 7. But big week, a lot of reactions, overreactions, maybe some underreactions. Some surprises, like you said, some good teams with some good records right now that we did not expect coming into the year. Then some teams that are definitely underachieving as well. Jack Easterby, he's out at the Texans. That news came out. DeAndre Hopkins, he'll be coming back for the Cardinals. They need him. But a lot to talk about, man.
They need more than D-Hop.
Yeah, you can say that again. You can damn sure say that again, man. One of the teams that have been very disappointing out of the gates, at least thus far. But as we know, a lot of ball left. But this is the point in the season where we got to start figuring some shit out. So we'll be talking about it. Obviously taking questions, comments, concerns.
And your garbage ass Dolphins. So we
they gotta be all that.
About it. Huh?
They gotta be all that.
Garbage, man. I know we're gonna hear all the excuses and all the explanations. But I just gotta cause a little bit of friction here.
Hey, no excuses, no explanation on this side. You already know. But all reports are pointing to us getting our guy back, us getting our unquestioned leader, our guy. Everybody's on the tour train now. So hopefully, first and foremost, he's healthy. All right, he's back 100%. I think he's been out, 2.5, maybe 3 weeks now at this point.
Not enough time.
Not enough time, according to AB. But yeah, we'll see, man. So a lot to talk about, and obviously want to hear from you guys too. Appreciate everybody that's joined in, that's jumped in this Overreaction Monday, week 6, man-to-man pod 1 half. Got my other half, AB. Oh, AB, man, my dog be on the road, man. My dog be moving. I thought I'd be moving, but AB be moving, man.
Hey, we gotta make it happen, baby.
Hey, I feel you, man. We're gonna see y'all on the other side. Yee. So what's good, man? Before we get into football, man, how your weekend been going, man?
Weekend been good, man. Friday, man, Low Man had a flag football game, did his thing. Saturday, he had a soccer game, did his thing, man. So running behind the little ones, and their activities, man. And today I'm out in Nashville, Tennessee, man. About to hit the golf course.
Okay.
Today. You know what I mean?
That
So,
golf course about to hit you. All right, no, you don't play enough. It's about to be
hey,
stank out there.
but go to a hole, have a few drinks. You know what I'm saying? Shake some
Hey,
hands.
you go look the part too. I know you. You gonna be clean too. You go. Ooh, you take the
Hey,
picture. You go like, oh, it's about to.
hey, you know how I be in the gym. Cat come in the gym with the bag with the flip flops on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm definitely gonna look the part.
Hey, that's important. That's important, man. Make sure you got a nice cigar. I'm sure y'all had a cart lady out there get right. That'd
You
be
already
fun,
know.
though, man.
How was yours? How was your weekend?
Weekend was good, man. It was one of them long weeks. As far as working and stuff, but got back out there to Indy on Saturday. Did the college football watch along thing with Pat and the boys with the Florida State Clemson game. So that was fun. That was always that was a good time. Had AJ Hawk came to town. Charlie Whitehurst, man, Charlie a funny dude, man. So it was a good time. And then got back home yesterday. Laid around on the couch. The kids watched games all day pretty much. So it was good, man. We'll get out and do something tonight with the kids, man. But yeah, good time, good weekend. Like you said, good weekend of football. Good Sunday of football. We had I felt pretty good. It was entertaining. The Sunday night game, the prime time game. We've been having some struggles.
No question. Had some good games all around. Like you said, the Philly, the Dallas, the Kansas City, Buffalo.
Yeah.
That was a good one. And then also, you just look at some of the teams that I think coming into the season, I don't think a lot of people had much expectation for them. Now you look at the Jets.
Yeah.
Go up to Green Bay and do what they do, playing some good ball. You look at the Patriots, down to their third string quarterback and playing some good ball, complimentary ball. I thought it was a wrap for the Patriots.
Facts.
So I was dead ass wrong on that. You look at the Ravens and the Giants. So I think across the board, man, like I think typically, you have the good teams and you expect them to be good, and then you have the rest of the field. But I think this year, man, it's like it's a lot of middle of the pack, 3-3, 4-2.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be come November, December, man. Teams are going to have to come in and play some really good ball to try to get into the offs, man. And you got it up here now, man. The Giants, man, big win over the Ravens. Giants 5-1.
5-1.
3-3.
Yeah, man. So we'll start here. We're gonna try to fly through some of these games. To your point, it's kind of hard to rank the teams and separate who's good, who's great. Usually at this point, coming into the season, it's at least a handful of teams that have kind of separated themselves from the pack, and then maybe it surprises us at the end. It kind of fall off. But right now, kind of everybody looks like is trying to figure it out and hit some type of stride outside of a few teams. And we're gonna get our power rankings for the top 3 on the NFC side and then top 3 on the AFC side. Before we get to it, though, Lamar Jackson took his first L to an NFC team. I believe he was like 12-0 or something like that against all NFC opponents. And this New York Giants team, we talked about this matchup coming into the game. We knew it could be a good one. I think I did take the Ravens to win and the Ravens to cover the 6-point spread. But not surprised at all that Wink Martindale came out with this defense, played tough, knows Lamar better than anybody. Obviously spent some time in Baltimore with him. Saquon and Cole on offense did their thing. This could have been an 11-point win. Saquon made the smart team play at the end of the game that we'll talk about. But what's your takeaway, man? Your former squad, New York Giants, 5-1 right now. Now the Ravens fall to 3-3.
Man, great team win, man. And y'all I'm gonna say this till I'm blue in the face, and I don't know if we can do that, but that culture, man, Brian Daboll, man, he's changed the culture. It's a culture shift in our locker room, right?
Yeah.
And they're finding out how they can win. Obviously, Saquon, you got Daniel Jones, like you said, the defense, man. Defense is playing well. Their team is scrappy. The team is scrappy, man. They're finding ways to win, and I'm loving to see it. Again, man, I said it before, Daniel Jones can lead this team. If you can
You
get
did.
people
You had
around
confidence
him.
coming into the year with old Danny.
Man. Like Danny Dimes, that he can get it done, man. So I'm excited for the Giants, man. It's been a while since the Giants been good. 5-1 right now. And I love to see it, man. I love to see it.
Yeah, man. Love to see it. On the other side of that, Baltimore, Lamar made man, one of the worst plays I've seen him make, probably in his career. Being up late in that game, I believe it was like a 3rd and 6. Bad snap or something, lost the ball and just kind of threw it up in the air for grabs. They picked it off, and that ended up being a game-changing play. I think the following series he fumbled, but he got an ugly win last week. These last 2 weeks, though, haven't played great. Obviously, had some very good games this year, but Lamar got to turn it around, man. He got to turn around quick with that squad. Defensively, they finally kind of been playing a little better. But that squad got to figure it out. That's one of the teams that you look at and you say, all right, they can figure some things out and make a run late in the game. You obviously got the quarterback. You got the talent on both sides of the ball. But Lamar did himself no favors these last few weeks. And we want to see him get his money. We want to see him get paid. Should still, I think, has a case to be the highest paid quarterback player in the league. Got to get some more help around him, too. We know talent matters. You can't play in the matters. You look at Jalen Hurts. You look at Tua. You look at all these other situations, all the other talent that they've brought in around him. So definitely got to do that with Lamar as well. But Lamar, you got to be Lamar. You got to make better decisions than that. So, but like you said, though, shout out to the Giants. Made some big plays, and actually, we can get this play because I need to know what would AB have done, because I know what I would have done.
Extra offensive lineman handed off. Barkley spin move. He should go down after the first down, and he will. Smart football.
I think at this point in the game, this might have been the score. It might have been 24-20.
Hey,
minutes something left.
That's smart play, man. That's what you're supposed to do, man. That's a well-coached football team. That's a smart player. As Trashy said, fantasy owners are pissed. But hey, ain't nobody caring about that.
Fact. Fantasy owners, probably some bettors that had Saquon 2 touchdowns. But hey, like you said,
that's a great play. Great play. Yeah. That's what that's a team player, unselfish player, and we need more of that. More of that.
Hey, I heard AB. You need more of that. And me on the flip side, I'd have been that bit hit one of Mike Gritties.
Yes, sir.
What? Say, Fred, what's his probably contract year for Saquon? Obviously, running backs, they always can be dealt. Obviously, a lot of conversation about Saquon, what are the Giants going to do with him after this year? But should be in the MVP race, honestly, with what he's been doing with that team on the offense side of the ball. And it shows a lot of what you said. Like, this is coaching. This is character. This is all that. And obviously, the fantasy owners and the bettors going to be pissed off. But everybody in that team now, it is absolutely no doubt, not that it was coming into the game, but you know exactly where Saquon's priorities are. You know what I mean? Like, this is obviously a situation where every touchdown counts on your career, and he'll probably think about this at some point. But smart play. We know in that team meet room, after what happened with the Browns earlier this year when they lost that game late to the Jets, when Chubb scored the touchdown with, I think, less than 2 minutes left. We know Brian Daboll put that on the screen in the team. Hey, this is the situation. If this situation happens, this is what we need to do. They probably had the conversation before this drive or play. But super smart play by Saquon, man. So proud of him on that standpoint. Hey. But OD Butt.
And D-Butt would have got down. Don't let D-Butt talk. Don't let D-Butt talk that shit. He would have been down. He would have went down. Hey, but it's a lot of. I'm not going to say overreaction because it's granted. First couple of weeks, everybody was talking about Lamar, right? Hey, we want Lamar, pay Lamar. After these 2 weeks, obviously yesterday, bonehead play, shouldn't have thrown that.
Price of the break went down.
Yeah, throw the ball out of bounds. Punt the ball and see what your defense can do. Some of the criticism is granted, but again, man, it's a long long season, man. You know, and it happens sometimes. It happens.
Yeah, and I think Ryan Clark had put up a tweet saying, I don't know the exact words, but basically, hey, Lamar, you want to be the highest paid, can't do this, can't do that, blah, blah, blah. Kind of what we're all saying.
Yeah.
And then Lamar kind of responded to it like, hey, players fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
that's real.
That's real. That's real. We see it with the best of the best. You know, Brady, Peyton, the best quarterback we've seen all had bonehead plays. You obviously just can't can't continue to do that. And I don't think Lamar will. He'll probably come out and have 5-6 touchdowns next week and be, 90% of the offense like he usually is. But can't happen. But like you said, we won't overreact too much. They 3-3 right now, sitting at 500. Another team in that division, Browns, they went out and lost the ugly game to the Patriots. 38-15. Man, this is ugly. I had the Browns in this for.
I had the Pats.
You had the Pats. Bailey said, "Why did you go with the Pats?" I know you weren't surprised by this win, but big win for the Patriots. Third string quarterback, at least coming into the year. He's been playing really well these last few weeks. Maybe a quarterback controversy there in New England. Belichick hasn't committed to Mac Jones just yet. But what's your thoughts on these Patriots, young quarterbacks? And then what's your thoughts on the Browns too, man?
Man, Pats, man, they're playing good. Again, they're finding their formula to win football games. And every team, they have to find their formula of how can we win? How can we, when the clock says 0-0, how can we have more points than the other team, right? So in the Patriots, obviously Bill Belichick, he's a master of finding, ways for his team to win. And the Patriots, they're doing that. They're doing that. Offensively, defensively, man, they're playing complementary ball, man. And it's good to see. I don't think anybody would have thought that with Mac Jones going out, third string quarterback coming in, he's playing well. To your point, hey, you gotta have that discussion. Like, when Mac Jones is ready to come back, what do we do? You know what I mean? So Patriots, man, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And again, like I said before, they might be the third best team in that conference right now. We ain't gonna talk about who's the fourth.
Third best team in that. Boy, we get disrespectful.
In that division. I'll say that division. That division. That division.
You get disrespectful on this beautiful Monday morning, man. So obviously, I'm assuming you got the Bills.
Got the Bills, and then the Jets, and then the Patriots, and then your mob. But that's neither here nor there.
Even with Tua back,
that's neither here nor there. Your Miami Dolphins, and then the Browns, man. I don't know what's up with the Browns.
2-4.
Defense not looking good. I was expecting a lot more from that defense with the guys that they have on that side of the ball coming into this year. Obviously, you got Jacoby Brissett. You got Coop that came in. It's just not looking good on that.
Yeah,
in Cleveland right now.
Not looking good. 38-15. Patriots beat the Browns to go to a 500 record, 3-3. Jets.
Whew.
Another mob. Surprising. Now this is probably the most surprising team for me. Sitting at 4-2 right now after 6 weeks. Came into the season with Joe Flacco starting the first few games. This is Zach Wilson's third start. 3-0 right now, actually. 3-0 for the second-year quarterback who obviously took a lot of heat after his ugly rookie year. But depending on a lot of young guys on this team, offensively and defensively, Sauce Gardner has been playing lights out. DJ Reed on the other side as well. On offense, you got, like you said, Zach Wilson. You got Breece Hall. You got Michael Carter back there. The young boys are balling, man. Robert Salah got his team rolling 4-2 right now on the other side. Matt LaFleur, they dropped to 3-3, 500. The expectations were high with Green Bay, even with Devontae leaving right now. Man, they got, and this, I don't know if you watched this game or not, but Packers got bullied. They got beat up all game. It wasn't even really this close. I know you're surprised from this one.
Yeah, I had Green Bay. Even with the Jets, I think when we were talking about this, we were kind of talking about, hey, this could be a surprise. And I know our producer Tone was like, man, I like the Jets, you know. So even going into this game, we knew it would be a tough game, just how the Jets are playing, and then how Green Bay is playing. It's kind of been up and down season for Green Bay. And I wanted to ask, like, are you concerned with Green Bay right now, the way they playing?
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's Overreaction Monday. They sitting at 500, but are you concerned?
Yeah, got to be. I feel like Aaron Jones not really getting involved. I don't really know what their identity is right now. You know what I mean? Defensively, on paper, and they had a good defense last year, but on paper coming into this year, I would have said this was going to be one of the top 3-4 defenses in the league right now. And getting beat up on the ground, that should be the hallmark.
I'll send them to King Darius's iPhone.
Appreciate that, Siri. So you did not get the results at all. Defense. Oh, she sent me the defensive rankings. Ain't that something? Hey, come on now, nobody talking to you. But yeah, man, shock from this team. Where they at right now? Obviously, they starting to ask a bunch of questions. Hey, is it panic time? Is it this, that? Long season, only 6 games in, and when you have the quarterback and you have the coach, the talent in that locker room, I think they could definitely figure it out. But definitely a lot of concern right now, especially what the Vikings doing in that division. They rolling right now, 5-1 right now. Kirk Cousins got the boys rolling. So yeah, I got some concern with this Packers team, but I think they figured it out. But shout out to these Jets, man. Shout out to these Jets.
New York on fire right now.
New York is on fire. Big market out there, so it's good for the NFL, and those two teams are winning ball games. Huge fan bases. So shout out to those guys.
Speaking of the Vikings, 5-1. Where they go? They went down to Miami. That's your mob, right?
That's the mob.
They went and dust Miami Dolphins off. Miami sitting at 3-3. I guess the fan base, they're excited, elated that Tua is projected to be back in the lineup next week.
Oh yeah, prime time.
But again, man, Vikings 5-1. Kirk Cousins. I don't know if you've seen the picture. They had him iced out. Had all the jewels on.
Yeah.
Are you surprised about the Vikings? Are you surprised at how good they're doing at 5-1, playing some good ball?
We talked about them coming into this year, and we said that was one of the teams that, in training camp, everybody come in and say, hey, Super Bowl, like that's the goal here. And this was one of those teams that we said you look around the meet room and you have a shot at it. You got the talent in there. You got the quarterback that's good enough. You got talent around him, and then you got good defensive players as well. But Kevin O'Connell to come in, first year head coach. You got your guy. I want to mess his name up. The GM.
Quasi.
What's that again?
Quasi. GM.
Yeah, we got Quasi at GM, who came in and had some statements before the season talking about his quarterback. Like, hey, this ain't Josh Allen, this ain't whatever. But them boys rallied, man. 5-1 right now. I didn't expect this early part in the season, but I can't say I'm completely shocked because that is a talented ball club, man. So sitting at 5-1 right now at the top of their division, I like it, man. First year GM, first year head coach.
Yeah.
I like it. He had some hometown. Pat P came down. He got a pick yesterday. Dalvin Cook got in the end zone. So 2 South Florida boys that I'm sure had a bunch of family in the stadium. So shout out to the Vikings, man. It had to come at the expense of my team. Our third string quarterback got knocked out of this one. Teddy B came back in. Tyreek still had, an impressive game. Waddle had a big fumble at a big moment in this game. Kind of threw us out of whack. But we sitting at 500 right now with our leader coming back. So we good money, man. We ain't tripping. But shout out to the Vikings, though.
Yeah, shout out to the Vikings, man. Doing their thing, man. Tua, man. Hey, relax, man. Sit down. Sit down.
Hey, just whenever you feel it's right, you get back out there, man. I got faith and confidence in you. Take care of yourself. The medical team, don't depend on them. How you feeling? You know what I mean? All the symptoms got to be good. Woo! 1-5 Carolina Panthers, led by our guy Steve Wilkes. Now went out to LA. lost by 14. This was a close game for a while, but lost by 14 to the LA Rams, who are 3-3 right now. I think one of the underwhelming teams right now, performing below expectations, but got to win by 2 scores at home, which is big. Panthers at 1-5 now. What was your takeaways? Any takeaways from this game? Got anything?
Nah, man, I really didn't see too much of this game. I was able to, check into some of the, tap into some of the highlights and get some bits in this game. Obviously, a little situation that the Carolina Panthers had on the sideline with Robbie Anderson. But so I really can't touch too much on the game, on the play of the game. I would say this, Los Angeles Rams, I am surprised at that 3-3 record. I would think that, they'll be a little above 500 at this point for the game. It's only 6 games in. But Carolina Panthers, man, they go. It's I don't want to say it's crumbling, but it's not looking good over there, man.
Yeah.
Again, we talk about the Sam Darnold. You didn't like the Sam Darnold move, and then you go out, you get Baker Mayfield. That didn't look good. You fire your head coach. And then, yesterday on the sideline, I mean, you can't have that as far as, it's an emotional game. It's an emotional game. Players and coaches, you're not going to see eye to eye all the time. You're going to have those disagreements. But, once you get to a point where a coach got to send a player into the locker room, a grown man into the locker room, like that gets concerning as far as, okay, what's going on? So hopefully, like you said, our guy Steve Wilkes, man, he can pull that thing together and get them boys the fight for the rest of the season. But I think the Carolina Panthers, man, we're going to see a lot of moving parts coming soon.
Yeah, you can say that. They probably gonna blow it up. But Steve Wilkes obviously was happy that he got another opportunity as an interim head coach in Carolina. But you hate to see that it's all this other shit going on with that opportunity. But speaking on the Robbie Anderson situation real quick, like can't have it. We're gonna have those disagreements, and something I used to always say to like younger players or players who's on the team. In certain moments where the play, like you're not going to be right in this situation in this moment. You handle that stuff behind closed doors, behind the scenes. Obviously, he's, I don't think he was being targeted, being played a lot. So he got in the face with his receiver coach, and then later on in the game, it happened again. So you just kind of got to remove yourself from it as much as possible at that moment. But because at that point, everybody's watching, right? Every team is watching. We know how small those circles are. Everybody talks. All the front office people, coaches, etc. So, you may not like that situation that you're in Carolina. You may want to be out, and that may help you get out of there. But who else is going to be bidding for you? We know you're talented as a player, but who else is going to sign up and say, hey, let's bring this guy in? Because like us, we don't know what's going on. He could be right. You know what I mean? The coach could have said something off the mark, but you just don't handle it that way in that moment, just as a pro. Go ahead, bro.
And to your point, like you said, like it's a small community, and we all know that if and when you get out of that situation, coaches, scouts, they're gonna call. They're gonna call.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, what's up? Like, what's up? How's his character? Like, how's his work ethic? Like, I know I've gotten calls from coaches and GMs asking about guys. You know what I mean? Like, hey, like, what's up with this guy? I know you played with him. Like, how's his work ethic? How's his attitude? And so again, I know you're in that moment. You're emotional.
Yeah.
As a man, you got your, your pride, your ego. I'm not gonna let them talk to me. You know what I'm saying? But like to your point, and how you would tell the young guys, like, look, like let's it's better ways to handle that. You know what I mean? So hopefully they can get that fixed and get that situated. But yeah, man, it wasn't a good look.
Yeah, not a good look at all. Speaking of getting stuff fixed and situated, NFC West matchup. Seattle found a way to get another win. They go to 3-3 on the season. Cardinals fall to 2-4. Now getting the best player back with DeAndre Hopkins, who you would expect is going to change at least the identity of how that offense looks with him on the field. They got a Thursday night game this week. I expect them to play. What any thoughts on your other old mob, the Arizona Cardinals, after another loss against the Seattle Seahawks?
Nah, man. Really not, bro. Some got to shake. You know, like you said before, when we first came on, D-Hop comes back. Hopefully, that could be a spark to the team. But I just think it's more to it. It's more to it. I don't know. I know you always talk about the coach. If it's Cliff, if it's Kyler, but again,
combination.
Man, it's just not looking good. Something's not clicking.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can find it. Second half of the season, these upcoming games, they can find what's working for them, man. But right now, it's just not looking good for them.
Yeah, defense ain't helping them out much either. But offensively, especially the offensive-minded head coach, play caller, you would just expect more creativity, more because they still got talent. You got Kyler, you got Ertz, you got Hollywood Brown, who he went down with an injury, but he's been one of the bright spots in the offense this year. Rondell Moore just got to do better. Got to get more. Look like Kyler just figuring everything out, post snap, and that the contract stuff came out with him, having to do at least 4 hours of film study and shit. We said it then. It need to be something in that contract for the coach too, and now we seeing the results of that. they got to figure it out. Get out of them Scottsdale streets. As my guy said.
Streets. But racing out the building, boy. Racing out the building, getting them streets.
Out of there, man. But go fly through some of these, man. Disappointing loss for the San Fran 49ers. Obviously, we're missing a bunch of guys, but they lost by 2 scores against these Falcons. Well, I think the Falcons are undefeated this season right now against the spread, at least. But real record 3-3. I feel like it's everybody 3-3 right now. Falcons 3-3, Niners 3-3 right now. Mariota, I think, 13 for 14 again. So one of them tough, grinded out games for the Falcons. What you got from this one?
But the Falcons, man. Even with their 3 losses, man, there's been games that they were in. I know they go back and look at the film, but like, damn, like a couple plays, our record could be totally different. You know what I mean? So again, to your point, Falcons have been playing tough. Definitely the unexpected loss by San Fran. Even, like you said, players out, but no excuses, no explanation. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
That's a fact.
But
yeah, man. We'll fly through. We talked about a little bit in the opening, man. Our Colts got a big win at home. Divisional opponent, Jacksonville Jaguars, came back in there, jumped out to an early lead. Obviously, we came into this game, no Jonathan Taylor, no Naheem Hines, no D. Leonard on defense. But offensively, Matt Ryan kind of put the team on his back. I feel like this game had a big fourth quarter drive. Alec Pierce showed up. Michael Pittman showed up. Jelani Wood. So, I think Matt Ryan passed Dan Marino for the all-time passing list. I think went up to 6 or 7. And then he set a new record for completions in his career, for 42 completions, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to Matt Ryan. After everything that's been said through these first 6 weeks, man, right now the Colts are sitting at 3-2-1 right now without our 2 best players, really. Jonathan Taylor been out a couple of weeks, and then Shaquille Leonard on the other side of the ball. So what was your takeaways from this game?
Hey, man, a gritty win. A gutsy win. Again, I had picked the Jags in this one.
You and me both?
Yeah. But to your point, being able to win when 2 of your best players on each side of the ball is out, so you named some of the guys that was able to play step up yesterday. So it's a huge win for the Colts, man. Huge win. Hopefully we can continue to rally off of this win and keep stacking these wins. But great win by the Colts. Great win, and once again, just to jump in this wide receiver room, shout out to Coach Reggie Wayne as well. Getting these young guys ready to go out there and ball. Paris Campbell, he played all 81 snaps. He had 11 targets, 7 catches. Michael Pittman played 80 snaps, 13 catches on 16 targets. The rookie Pierce, 3 catches on 7 targets. Drew 2 penalties as well, had the go-ahead game-winning touchdown catch. And then Big Strachan,
He had 2 targets, no catches. But shout out to that young receiver room, man, making big plays. Matt Ryan making big plays off that last week, Thursday Night Football. Ugly game. Ugly, but we found a way to win. And that's when you look back at this, you look back when it's week 12, week 14, week 15, you don't think about how you won them games or how ugly. You're just looking at that record. Right now, we 3-2-1 right now. So after how we've come out,
What's Tennessee? What's Tennessee's record? I know they had a bye this week.
They had a bye. I'm not sure. Somebody throw Tennessee record in here.
What's Tennessee's record?
Yeah, somebody throw that in here, man. But Pittsburgh, we knew Pittsburgh was gonna come out and lay an egg again. They end up winning this one straight up, 20-18. We saw Brady yelling at his teammates. We know Coach Bowles missed practice. We know Brady missed the walkthrough, went to Robert Kraft's wedding. Is everything going to shit in Tampa Bay right now? What's going on, man?
Hey, look at here, man. I won't say it's going.
Is it time to overreact?
I mean, it's Overreaction Monday. I don't think it's going to shit, but hey, look, man. I know Tom the GOAT, but we giving Tom a lot of passes, man. Hey, we giving Tom a lot of passes, man. Nobody wanted to say anything when he left for 2 weeks in the middle of training camp to handle some business. He missed the walkthrough because he went to a wedding. Like, come on, D-Butt.
Hey, hey, I'm Team Tom. I got 7 more passes already signed to hand to him. So you ain't gonna get me to jump off his side. I got more passes for Tom coming right up. He missed time. Hey, we know he got some shit going on, man.
I don't like that.
We know he got some shit going on. Went to Robert Kraft wedding.
D-Butt, come on, man.
45-year-old quarterback, man. Look, hey.
Are you in or are you not?
I gave up. Man. Come on, man. He getting past me. I can't even lie to you. I feel what you're saying though. I feel what you're saying. It's a locker. Everybody got to be all in. That's just
bro.
Everybody got to be all in. Because I don't care if you the 45th person on that roster and you playing. You're a core teamer. Like you give it your all. You lay it on the line. You're obviously trying to do everything possible to get a win. So I definitely get it. And that's the quarterback. So we expect him obviously to be all in, but I don't know.
We giving out pass. I wouldn't expect you to give out passes like that. You know what I'm saying? And then we come out and we lose to the Steelers. This is a game we're supposed to win. I get it. It's any given Sunday, but as you know, if you meet rooms, locker rooms, when we travel, it's like, oh, this is the game we're supposed to win.
Absolutely.
This is a game we're supposed to win, and you miss walkthrough because I'm at a wedding. Come on, man. I ain't giving that pass. Now I can see it was sickness in the fam or whatever, but you at a wedding.
Hey, man. You get a pass from me. Come on, Tom. You got a long season left, man. Let's figure this thing out. Damn near lost against the Falcons last week. Came out and lost against, Kenny Pickett went out early in this game. Mitch Trubisky came in, made some throws, made some plays. So shout out to Mitch fighting through
overreact. What they gonna do next week? That quarterback.
Oh, it's a good question.
What they gonna do?
That's a good question.
Kenny Pickett, he passed protocol. He's healthy. You know what I mean? He's available.
They're going back to Mitch. I'm calling him right now.
To Mitch?
They won't, just because he's going through the protocol, he will be available. He probably won't be able to take all the reps, so that'll be the excuse that they'll be able to use. Hey, we've been safe. Obviously, a lot of eyes are on the concussion stuff and what's going on right now since the Tua incident. So I think at least this week they're gonna go back to Mitch, give him another opportunity, and if Mitch plays well, they maybe stick with him. If not, they go back to the rookie. So right now, Mike Tomlin, you're in a good situation to evaluate these quarterbacks again, and maybe Mitch, you get into that bench. Now he's back in there and he may not look back. So we shall see, man. But good win, big win. Mike Tomlin had his guys ready to go out there and play. They go to 2-4. After they got blown out by 35, you expect them to come out and play hard. And the Steelers were missing a lot of big players too. So shout out to Money Making Mitch, Tone Gaines.
Money Making Mitch. Hey, Tone, man. Congrats, man. I wanted to say that before. I think you just had a little one, right?
Congrats, Tone. That's big.
I think Tone just had a little one. Congrats.
Yes, sir. What else we got, man? Let's get to some of these big games. Big games. The game of the week. Everybody was looking forward to this one. This 4:25 kickoff between who most would say the two best quarterbacks doing it right now. A lot of people are calling this the new Brady Manning saga. I won't necessarily go there yet. Two great young quarterbacks, though. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. Josh Allen and his Bills edged this one out 24-20. Shout out to Tone once again. Had brought a beautiful baby girl into the world. Shout out to Papa Tone. G.I. Joe out here wilding, man. But big game of the week. Bills, that defense, Von Miller, this is why they brought him here, to close out these type of games, to beat the Chiefs. Teron Johnson with a beautiful interception to seal this thing, man. Leslie Frazier, feel like he had a great game plan. Spags did as well, until he starts into that pressure and leaving my guy out there one-on-one with these two dogs, man. But what was your takeaways from this game, man? You think these gonna be the two teams?
They'll see each other at the end, man. They'll see each other at the end. Two great quarterbacks, two great teams, man. And to your point, I think both defenses, D coordinators did a solid job of trying to slow down the opposing offenses. I don't think you can totally shut them down just with first off, the guys that's calling taking the snaps, the quarterbacks. Can't. You're not gonna be able to just totally shut them down. But I think each defensive coordinator, man, did a good job putting their players in the best possible situation to, for them to succeed, man. But again, man, Josh Allen out there, he's a dog.
Yeah.
What he could do with his arm, what he could do with his legs, man. He's a problem. He's a problem child out there. But it was a great game. I think it's what we all expected. I expect to see these two teams playing again against each other late in the season, man. And I would say these are my two top teams in the AFC. Obviously, we're gonna do our power rankings, top three in AFC, NFC. But right here, AFC, these are my top two.
Yeah, I'm right there with you with these two. Yeah, so not too much suspense there. I think everybody kind of put these two up there, but can't wait to see these two teams play again. Obviously, the quarterbacks get a lot of the hype going into this game, as they should, as they've earned. But both of these teams got a lot of good players, a lot of good players on the field. A lot of good players on the field last night, Sunday Night Football, NFC East battle. So 6-0 Eagles. We got the 4-2 Cowboys now with Dak presumably coming back, getting back in that lineup. And then the 5-1 Giants as well in this division. So gonna be a tough division. Probably gonna come down to the last game or two. But Eagles found a way to finish, put their foot on their necks with that defense and offense. Great game plan for Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has been on the defensive player of the year type run this season. And they put a game plan in where, we're not even going to block him most of the time. We're just going to slow him down by making him have to pick and choose. He's going to have to play this run, the quarterback, the dive, the little dump off pass. So I feel like it was a great plan from Sirianni and Cole. Great execution by Jalen Hurts. They moved to 6-0. Cowboys moved to 4-2, getting their quarterback back. How you feel about both of these teams going forward?
Hey, man, two solid teams, two good teams.
Mm-hmm.
Even after this tough loss last night for Dallas, man, I think, Dallas, they'll still be in good hands coming towards the end of the season, man. And Philly, they're doing what they're supposed to do on the offensive side, defensive side. Got some playmakers on both sides of the ball, complementing football, coaching as well, quarterback play as well. Philly's looking good, man. Philly's looking good. What they were able to do in the offseason via the draft and free agency is paying dividends, man. So shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles, what they're doing, 6-0. But then again, Dallas, man, number 11, bro. I was watching him last night, and he's a dog, bro. Going from rushing the quarterback to drop it in coverage, having PBUs, run like he's a player.
Yeah.
He's a player. Michael Parsons is a player. He's all over the field. And he's a dog, man. He's a dog. But
without a
Philly,
doubt,
man, looking great. Looking great. And I got a bone to pick with you too, D-Buck.
Why, girl?
Not too many people, man. I got a lot of respect for your what you see on film. That CeeDee Lamb, that last garbage throw from Cooper Rush.
He got hit.
He got hit. The ball was crazy. It was underthrown. CeeDee Lamb was wide open.
Replay.
But he made a business decision right there, brother.
He couldn't do nothing but right there.
Yes, he could have.
Bruh, CJ, GJ, or Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, he dove like full tight,
CeeDee Lamb and break the ball up, man.
Caught it with the fingertips. The only way CeeDee Lamb breaks up that play, you say, hey, CeeDee Lamb should have played DB right there. The only way he gets in the way that is if he dives full tilt into Chauncey Gardner.
Dive. What so
you not, like, a receiver not a DB probably not doing that, honestly, especially with how the game is called this game. But
if you didn't dive for a ball to break up a ball, D-Buck, come on now.
Bro, that's a kamikaze mission, bro. You running a fade. Mind you, CD, it's a touchdown to him. He beat Barrett. Oh shit, this about to be. Then you see
he eased up and he ran out the way.
Bro, it was no way in hell he was breaking up that ball. If he dives in, that's 2 concussions right there. Both of them.
Man, oh my god.
Both of them out there.
See, this is a different breed right here.
Bro. Both of them out there.
Can you put that video in here, Tone, please?
That's a media. I don't expect that from you, AB. That's a media shit right there.
No, that's a dog in the locker room that's trying to win.
Because you know good and damn well, CeeDee Lamb, no other receiver diving in their head first.
I don't care. I know 8-7 will have.
Weez wasn't diving in there, and he's ultimate.
But that's what I'm saying, like, bro, like. My guy, he ran out the way. He made a business decision. If he say, "Yeah, I made a business decision," I ain't doing that, or I can respect you saying that. But I'm looking at my man sideways, bro. If we get this video, you gonna see how he just
we got to get this video. We gonna get the video, but I ain't buying it. It sound good, but you running, boom, I'm on the fade. Oh shit, the ball is okay.
Put your foot in the ground and go back and knock the ball down, bro. It's not that hard, man.
He probably thought CD wasn't even gonna catch. I mean, Chauncey Gardner wasn't even gonna catch it, but great play. His first one came off a tip. Bradbury went in there, boom, took the ball up, called it. He said after the game, "Hey, our coach always preaches tips and overthrows." Obviously, you heard that your whole career as well. Great job by Chauncey Gardner coming over there, move from the slot to safety, and that's what safety's got to do. And that ball get tipped, and that ball is when it's an errant throw back there, go make a play, man. That's what you pay the pass rushers for too, because that was a play where it probably would have been a touchdown if Cooper could have made a good throw, but Brandon Graham got home. So y'all don't let AB fool y'all, man.
I ain't fooling nobody, man. Man, that's soft out here.
And Nick actually asked the question about these helmets. Good day, my friends. I'm curious about your thoughts on all these concussions seeming to be happening more often this year. Is it just being shown more? Because we've all seen QBs get the Tua snapback and be cool. Even DBs and wide receivers after a jump ball pop up, no biggie. Do you think this new space age helmets have something to do with it? And is the old heavy Hawk helmet actually safer than today's if used correctly? Great question from Nick Streelaw. I believe he used the hashtag M2M Live. It's the best way to get your questions answered on this show. And this is funny because me and AB have been kind of having this conversation off air every other week, it seems, because I'm like, damn, I feel like more motherfuckers get knocked out than before. And I've seen plenty of people woozy. I've been, out of there before. But watching the game, watching the primetime games, the Sunday one, it seems like every game now somebody's out of there. And I don't know if I'm just paying attention to it more, I'm more sensitive to it, or what it is. AB, like, man, motherfuckers been getting knocked out since the game.
Man, since the 65, man, cats been getting knocked out. You could have had a documented 2-3 concussions in every game since before. I just think we are more focused on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're looking for more you know, because what Tua got knocked out
and that was bad.
The first time, that was happening back in the day. Like, oh shit. Just call the cobwebs. Oh, we got cobwebs, shake that shit off.
Yeah.
Hey, you good? You know where you
at? Got his bell rung.
Count to 5. You know what I'm saying? You good. You know what I mean? So I just think we're looking at it more. And I told you, I think we need to go back to the Rydell. I know they did a lot of research and a lot of whatever, but
I ain't buying it.
I don't know.
I ain't buying it. These ugly ass Halo looking helmets. Motherfuckers still getting knocked out left and right. So yeah, go back to them Rydell's, man. Because you know what? Now that I think about it, when I switched to that new, because it got to a point where you had to switch and use new helmets. We all remember the Antonio Brown situation with the Raiders when they were forcing them to go to a new helmet. But that was kind of a thing league-wide because, like AB said, they do all the research, they do all the testing, and then they come back and say, hey, they got to meet certain qualifications. And when I switched into my newer helmet, that was the first time since college that I actually blacked out on the field with taking a hit. So, Nick, you might be on to something. You might need to go back to these old Nick and AB. You might need to go back to these old Rydell's, but I have been seeing it more. And like I said, I don't know if I'm a little more hypersensitive to it, but I definitely been seeing guys get knocked out more. Obviously, guys are bigger, faster, stronger. That's just how the game evolves. But
yeah,
man, you would think with the new helmets and the new rules and stuff that you'll see less of it. But I feel like I'm with you, Nick. I feel like I'm seeing it more. I feel like
I'm paying attention more. Y'all paying attention.
Maybe. But let's preview this Monday night football game tonight that we'll have to wrap up Week 6. It'll be an AFC West matchup. Right now, the Denver Broncos are getting 4.5 points on the road to face the LA Chargers. If you're taking the Broncos straight up to win, it's plus 176. According to FanDuel Sportsbook, shout out to FanDuel Sportsbook, our official presenting sponsor for the podcast, for the Man to Man Pod. I have my same game parlay up on the site. I'm actually going to put it together and put it on the site in the next couple hours. If y'all got any suggestions, actually, for this parlay tonight, y'all
give my man D-Bus some help, man.
Yeah, give me some tips. Now, I missed one leg last week. I had Travis Kelce going 60-plus yards, and he had 4 touchdowns, 7 catches, and 25 yards. So I think he went over 100 last game, so that was the only leg I missed on the 5-leg parlay last week. So we're going to get him this week, man. But what's your thoughts on this game tonight? Previewing this game, Broncos, Chargers.
Man, Chargers win.
Let me see if
Chargers cover.
Back. I'm on the same
I'll
page.
go over there for the Broncos. I would say defensively, Broncos have been playing tough. They've been playing hard. I'm just waiting to see when Russ going to get his mojo back, man. I think that's what everybody's waiting for. When is Russ going to get his mojo back? We're gonna roll the dice.
And they saying Keenan Allen unlikely to play from everything I'm seeing. Y'all let me know if y'all seeing anything else. But Russell Wilson, as you mentioned, Russ, will he get his mojo back? He ain't had it for a while now. He dealing with a shoulder injury too. But I'm right there with you. I got my LA Chargers getting a win at home, prime time, even without Keenan Allen out there. Kevin Kearney, he said he got Eckler over 4 receptions, Russell over 31.5 pass attempts, and Herbert 24 completions. I like all those. All those look good, sound good to me. I don't know if I'm able to put them on the same game parlay. I don't think I'm able to put those. Usually I go with alt passing yards, alt receiving yards, anytime touchdown scores. So right now I'm thinking Herbert over 250, Mike Williams getting in the zone, and then I got to figure out the other one. Molly Mall, man, Russ been cooked instead of cooking for about 2 years now. Accurate assessment.
Yeah.
Accurate assessment. Till Abendroth. You heard Sherman, Marshawn Lynch saying that they needed to go through Russ's manager to talk to. What's your thoughts on that, AB? You done had some big time teammates. You've been a big time teammate to other younger guys. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody had to one of your teammates or former teammates had to go through somebody else to get to you, or you had to go through somebody to get to
Never.
one of your teammates, current or former?
Never. Yeah, and I used to tell guys this, right? I'm like, yeah, we act like a lot of times boys be acting like they cool. I'm like, you're gonna find out who you cool with and who you just was co-workers with. Like, you're gonna find out real soon. But shit, I played with Peyton, and Peyton will shoot me a text to this day. You know what I'm saying? I'll shoot, you know what I mean? And I don't think you maybe Tom, but you don't get no pause, no bigger than, you know what I'm saying, than Peyton. Fact. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show, like, maybe the locker room dynamics, and then from what people have been saying about Russ. You know, I was in the locker room with him. I don't know him like that, but that's wild. I never heard of anything like that.
That's crazy, and especially when you think about this is Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman. You know what I mean? So it ain't even like, this is the new, free agent or somebody we just picked up or what. Like, these were like, that's LOB, and then I think Marshawn was probably the most popular person on that team. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. And you think if these guys can't contact the quarterback or Russell Wilson directly, like that's not a good look at all. That's wild. To your point, even as a young player, like rookie, second-year player, we were Randy Moss, Vince Wilfork, Tom Brady, like you said, shooting out text either individually or group message or emails or something. And then we dealt with my second year, we had the lockout too. So that was a situation where it was obviously more important for us to keep communication with each other, but this was wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would even have communication with guys that played offense, Kevin Falk and guys like that who didn't even really need to have relationships like that off the field with other players. So this is definitely concerning, I would say, to say the least, as a teammate. That was wild to hear and see that conversation that happened on, I think, Richard Sherman's podcast, because Sean was like, man, I want to reach out to him, man. Like, I want to reach out, because that's what a lot of times we see somebody struggling something or whatever going on, and that's what we want to do. Hey, AB, man, keep your head up, make a play. Yeah. So that was wild to see. That was wild to see, Russ.
So I say, a co-worker and teammates, like, that is real. Like, you teammate, but you more of a co-worker. But hey, man, we got this video, man. I want y'all opinion on this CD.
Oh shit.
This CD, and we're gonna go back to this, man. Y'all pay close attention, and towards the end, y'all just look at my man. He make that business decision. Y'all check this out.
2nd and 8. Rush downfield. CD Lamb open. It's underthrown, and it's scooped and intercepted.
Man, get down there, man.
Let me see it again.
2nd and 8. Rush downfield. CD Lamb open. It's underthrown, and it's scooped and intercepted.
So you telling me he couldn't put his foot in the ground and go back to the ball, D-Bot?
This is what he could have did. He could have stopped and went and touched him down. Now that's what he could do. I'm all in right there with you on that. That's what he could have and should have did. But as far as preventing that catch, I don't see him preventing that catch. But he could have stopped and touched him down. Once again,
2nd and 8. Rush downfield.
Hell of a catch.
CD Lamb open. It's underthrown, and it's scooped and intercepted.
Man, I don't see it.
This shit getting crazy out here.
I think he could have stopped him touching down, but as far as preventing that catch, as far as diving it, like you want him to just foot in the ground and
foot in the ground and go knock the ball out. You trying to win the game. What you mean? Like,
come on, man.
He made
this ain't mad, man. You can't. What kind of ACL you think this man got, man? Come on. But yeah, it was a bad look as far as just running by him. And I know he probably because once he thinking that this ball, it's a touchdown.
Nah. He's played the ball. You know when the ball is short or not. Come on now. Like, you know when the ball is short.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough, man.
But you know.
Let's start with the NFC since that's the last we saw two of the best teams I think in the NFC right now with the Cowboys and the Eagles facing off last night Sunday Night Football. But who are your top three right now in the NFC according to Antoine Bethea?
Antoine Bethea, my top three right now. Number one, I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles sitting at 6-0. Number two, I'm staying in the NFC East with the New York Giants. And number three, I am going with the Minnesota Vikings. And number four, I'll have the Dallas Cowboys.
And you got the Cowboys at 4. So we got Philly, New Giants. So Eagles, Giants, Cowboys. It's a good 4. I got the same one. Obviously, the top, the Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Vikings second, and then the Giants. I'm right there with you. Okay. With the Giants. I like the Giants. I like what Brian Daboll got going. I like their defense. What Wink Martindale got going on the other side of the ball, and just the whole like that culture. Just watching them from the outside in, like how they rock with each other, how they playing for each other. Thibodeau, their young top 5 pick. He's been playing hard. Got his first sack. My man was crying. He was emotional after the week 6 win, which, some people, hey, it was week 6, chill out, this one win. But I don't mind seeing that. Guys put their heart and soul in this shit, man. He obviously been dealing with a lot of people. Hey, don't take him top 5. He got off-field issues. He got this, he got that. So to see him and then see how happy his guys were for him and then to see how much that week 6 win meant to him, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I would, at all. So I'm right there with you as far as having those guys in the top 3. But I got Eagles, Vikings, Giants right now, top 3 in the NFC.
Okay.
Now this other side, these man-to-man power rankings. You probably both got the Bills at 1.
Yeah, Bills at 1, Kansas City at 2. This number 3 spot get a little tricky though.
We got at 3.
This 3 spots gets a little tricky for me.
I got my Chargers at 3.
No.
I got my Chargers at 3. They're going to get healthy. Justin Herbert is going to show y'all why he's still that dude tonight against a tough Denver Broncos defense. So they haven't played yet, obviously in week 6. Don't make me look bad tonight. Brandon Staley, head coach Brandon Staley. Like, you got to start making better decisions, bro. Like, because you tried your best to trick it off last week. You got to start making better decisions. I'm jumping off the bandwagon. But that's my 3rd team in the AFC right now. Bills, Chiefs, Chargers. So who your 3rd mob, man? My Dolphins will be back when Tua get back. When Tua get back.
That number 3 spot is tough, man. You could throw a bunch of teams in there right now. But again, I'm gonna go Bills 1, Chiefs 2, and I might go Jets, man.
I
might go Jets, or you know what? I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow. I'm gonna go with my guy. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
That's all emotion right there. Ain't nowhere in hell you've been watching the Cincinnati Bengals and you think that's a top 3 ball club in the AFC right now.
Who is?
No way.
The Chargers ain't showing me shit. The Ravens ain't showing you that they are top 3.
Nope.
Like and honestly, if it's anybody, it's the Jets right now, the way they playing.
They went up there and beat up Green Bay. Okay. But yeah, NFC. Let's look at these NFC standings real quick. Take a peek at these. As we talked about, that NFC East stacked at the top, 6-0, 5-1, 4-2. Now NFC West tied right now in first place. Everybody 3-3 except the Cardinals sitting at the bottom at 2-4. NFC South, Falcons and Bucks 3-3. They're sitting at the top. Saints 2-4. Panthers 1-5 right now. And then the NFC North, you got the Lions 1-4, Bears 2-4, Packers 3-3, and then the Vikings sitting up top at 5-1.
Man, we got the AFC, man, that East. The Bills 5-1, Jets 4-2. The Dolphins and the Patriots both sitting at 3-3. The AFC West, we got the Chargers at 4-2. No, Chiefs at 4-2, Chargers at 3-2. Broncos 2-3, the Raiders 1-4. AFC North, Ravens and Bengals both at 3-3. Browns and Steelers both at 2-4. Then the AFC South, Titans 3-2, Colts 3-2-1, Jags 2-4, and the Texans at 1-3-1. So man, you got that AFC and the NFC. We talked about it. We got our the three top teams in the AFC and NFC. We look at the Chargers and Denver Broncos tonight, Monday Night Football. Hopefully it's not a stinker. You on mute, my guy.
I said, I hope not.
Yeah. And once again, man, shout out to FanDuel Sportsbook being that official sponsor of the Man-to-Man podcast.
Yes, sir. Let's get a couple questions before we get out of here. You got to get up out of here?
Nah, I'm good for a couple minutes.
All right, let's get a couple.
Get on this motherfucker. Go, course. You know what I'm saying? Go play me at 18.
Hey, man, just get some good content, man. Get good pictures. Have somebody get some behind the scenes so you put a reel up or something.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Cause I know
hole in one. I feel the hole in one coming in today.
It's gonna be ugly. G.I. Joe 317. Are you watching any Major League Baseball playoffs or the NBA yet? When the real NBA start? Tomorrow?
I'm definitely gonna tap into these MLB playoffs in a couple of days, though.
Yeah, I haven't been at all. Not at all right now. But I will be tapped into the NBA when it starts. And usually I'm not at this point. Usually I'm not interested in NBA yet. But this NFL season right now it's competitive, but a lot of these games kind of some mid. A lot of average and below average football being played right now. So I may jump into these NBA streets a little earlier than usual. But yeah, I hope AB gets some good content for us today because I already know they ain't gonna lose about nine golf balls out there.
Hey, get a bag full.
All right, what else we got, man? Any other questions before we get up out of here? MLB has been crazy. Dodgers and Braves out of there already.
Well, y'all know what y'all can do, man. Y'all get y'all 30 minutes in, man. Get that heart rate up.
Yeah, man.
Get some exercise. You got your workout in today, D-Bot?
Nah, I ain't get it in yet, man. I saw you got a new look like you got a new machine in your home gym too, man. What was that?
Yeah, Echelon, man. They sent me a treadmill. They sent me and my mom Dukes a treadmill. You know, so shout out to the Echelon.
Is it one of those? You got what's the anything special with it? I can't do treadmill.
Regular
treadmill.
Regular treadmill, but the thing that you can do is sort of like Peloton. You know, you can kind of go into the classes and you can do live classes on tread and things of that nature, man. So definitely shout out to them, showing me and the fans some love.
All right. Tone said we got. What other questions we got, Tone? I don't see him.
Oh, Tone, the sponsorship that I just signed with, it was Prize Picks. It's a fantasy. So if y'all want, man, y'all go tap into Prize Pick. Use my code AB41, man. You can go out there and, player projections. What I do like about prize picks, though, is that flex play, right? You can pick 5. If you only win 3, you still get paid. If you win 4, you still get paid. 5, if you hit 5 out of 5, it's times 10 your money. So y'all tap in with prize pick. Use my code AB41.
Yes, sir. You heard the man. Listen to the question. I don't see him, Tom.
What Tom talking about?
Molly Moss says somebody asked a good question under the.
Yeah, we asked that one.
Oh yeah, we already asked that one. So shit, we ain't got no good ones.
Trash, you want to know where you can get some the man merch, man? What we gonna do? Where we gonna put it at, man? We're gonna put it in the
You gotta put it somewhere, man. People been waiting.
Store on IG.
We gotta put it somewhere, hats, man.
Some hoodies.
We gotta get that out there. The people been asking. The people want it. You see AB with the hat on.
Speaking out loud with Renee and Borba. Does AB hoop? I'm not. I don't get in the gym like D-Buck get in the gym.
I need to start getting in more, man.
I'm getting back into it though. It was back in the day, man. That was it. I'm about to get back into it though. That jumper getting right though.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Lying to the people.
Nah, that's one thing I ain't gonna do now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
People. Do.
Yeah, Joe got a question.
Yeah. I ain't see that. That's what's up.
Yeah,
okay, had the Howard color combo on.
Yeah, Howard color combo with the logo, with the Bison logo. So the men's and women's basketball team, they're rocking the Lucas this year.
That's hard right there. Need that. We're gonna get you right, Charlie. We're gonna get you right.
Chauncey Williams, I respect it. 73, you live 4 times a week.
73?
I love it. Health is wealth, baby.
Facts. Well, what's your vitamin? What type of vitamins you taking?
That's the key.
I need to go. I need the vitamins. I need the hydration schedule. So I'm trying to be 73, still being able to hoop. When I see one of my elder statesmen come in there and still able to run up and down the court, I admire that, man, because I know a lot of people get washed real quick. Yeah, I hit 32, done, tapped out.
Done. Question from Tone. Basketball, NBA. Y'all think the Warriors stay together all season?
Absolutely. I think, right now in 2022, just the nature of media and phones and everything just being out, everything is hyper sensationalized. Obviously, the fight between Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, like the stuff like that don't happen all the time. They don't happen every year with a team, but it happens in sports a lot. We talked about earlier, the emotional aspect of it, always emotions, and not only what's going on in that locker room, but you got to understand these are humans. So everybody dealing with their own shit at home and their own personal lives. And then these are people that you got to work with and coexist with for an extended amount of time. But this is a team, they're dealing with something right now, but I think they'll be all right. It's a long season, and you got to know how to work with each other. Jordan Poole just got his bag, so I know that makes a lot of things go better when you get that bag like that. So they trying to hang another banner up, man. I think that's their primary goal. So I think the Warriors they're gonna be all right. And if this happened with another squad, another team, maybe a new head coach, a lot of moving parts as far as leadership goes in the locker room with players, you're probably looking at a whole different situation. But I think the Warriors are gonna be all right.
Yeah. Got that bag.
Wiggins and Poole, man. Shout out to both of those guys getting paid. Shout out to the Warriors too. Saying fuck that luxury tax, that whatever. I think they 275 over the cap. So
they trying to win, man.
I respect it.
Trying to win.
They're paying their own too, a lot of their own. Jordan Poole, Draymond, Steph, Clay, a lot of these people that they've paid, it's been their own people. Chauncey Williams, it's a 73-year-old legend in here. No sugar or processed food. I've been trying to cut back on my sugars as well. And processed food, obviously, that gets harder and harder to stay away from in today's world.
Man.
But those are the keys right
guard,
there.
Man.
What's that?
Trying to grow that guard, man.
Yeah, gotta do better with that. And that's the thing, man. You go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or somewhere, man. You walk out of there with a bag this size, this 227. Like, come on, man. Damn.
Man.
But yeah, gotta stay close to nature and the earth as you can.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah,
hey, it's homecoming week, baby. Howard homecoming this weekend.
Who y'all got on the schedule?
We got Delaware State on the schedule, man.
State.
DC gonna be live this weekend, man. Thursday to Monday, we getting it in. Ain't no party like a Howard homecoming party, man. This is the best homecoming on the planet Earth. I don't care what nobody says. We're gonna have a great time. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. HU, baby.
HU. I've been hearing about y'all homecoming. I feel like since I was probably a teenager.
Hey.
Our homecoming.
Hey, we about to be saucy. You better believe it. You better believe it.
Better believe it. Charles Brennan, as Darius Slay asked again last night, how did the Giants let James Bradbury leave the building? I think it was a money situation. You know, these teams always got to make decisions based on the money, and he didn't have the best year numbers wise. So, and I think it's gonna end up working perfectly for probably both sides. Honestly, obviously the Giants are doing Giants doing well with who they have playing defense right now. And then the Eagles bringing him over and getting him at a good price. You're paying $1 million 1 year, $10 million, and the level of play that Bradbury's having an all-pro year right now, as in Slay. So I think sometimes you see these situations, and it's a good player that was available. A lot of teams were in the market for him for a reason, and he's showing why. So I think this is one of those situations where it's going to end up working out great for both sides. And it's what happens in the business of sports. So I think that's why he was able to leave that building. But shout out to Howie Roseman in that front office, you know, having the right eye and cutting that check and getting them in that Eagles building to help round out that secondary.
Nah, I couldn't agree with you more, bro. I think it's gonna work out on both sides. You know what I mean? Philly was able to get a great corner, a great DB, but like you said, it's working out for the Giants as well. So good when both sides could win.
Absolutely. We're gonna take a couple more and get up out of here. AB, question from G.I. Joe 317. What do you tell young athletes to focus on the most?
What are we calling young athletes? Let's say
high school. Let's say high school.
Yeah. You know what I'm not a big fan of? And maybe this could just be me being a little old school, but I'm not a fan of kids just choosing one sport.
With you.
I like young athletes to play multiple sports. You know what I mean? I just feel like you gain something from playing different sports. You know what I mean? As you know, I know you play basketball, you play football.
Yeah.
There's some things that on the football field that you could take over to the basketball court, just being aggressive. You know what I mean? And basketball wise, staying in front of the defender, you playing DB. So sometimes you could take different things from different sports, but for me, man, I like playing multiple sports and then just enjoying the process of the maturation process as you as a player. You know what I mean? Like learning different things, find out what your weaknesses are, improving those, finding out your strengths, but and strengthening your strengths. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's kind of things I kind of tell the young guys, young women too, to focus on. Know your weaknesses, get better at that, and strengthen your strengths.
Yeah, that's big. And the hardest person to be real with is yourself, especially your athlete, because it's a fine line and obviously being real with yourself. And then also, I think it's important for athletes, young or old, always maintaining confidence in yourself, regardless of where you at, regardless of what role you're playing and what role you want to play. You could be the eighth man coming off the bench. You want to be the starting point guard. Like, you obviously know there's things to work on, but also you got to have that confidence in yourself. So when you get that opportunity and you are out there in the starting lineup, you feel like, I belong, and you make plays to stay there. But I agree with you 100% as far as not just choosing one sport, because a lot of kids, especially now, I feel like more so our era, everybody played multiple sports up until they went to college, and now a lot of people, trainers, sometimes maybe parents living vicariously through their kid. Maybe it's a coach who say, hey, stop playing basketball, stop playing football, just focus fully on this one. So I'm 100% with you. There's always other things and things that you can take from other sports. And if you look at a lot of the greats in any sport, mostly all of them played multiple sports up into a high level. So yeah, I'm right there with you as far as taking other things, other lessons from other sports too, because a bunch of team sports out there, but you learn a lot of different things with team sport of basketball compared to the team sport of football, and I'm sure baseball.
Dynamics are different.
Yep, track. Yeah. I was a track and field athlete, so that was a team, but it was a lot of things that I was just out there, myself. High jump, 100, then you get to relays and stuff like that. So 100%, man, play as many sports as possible. And to piggyback on that, I think it's important, especially for younger athletes, like, to find the best competition as possible. Like, because, you have AU and high school and stuff like that. And a lot of times, especially if you're a good player, you kind of get in this bubble where everywhere you go, you're the best player. You just you go into the parks, to the pickup gym, and you always going down. Find somewhere, somehow, some way where you can go and somebody can whoop your ass or get back at you. Like, it's nothing better for an athlete or for a young athlete, especially, to take an L, man, learn how to lose, and like, all right, how do I get better? Like, damn, this dude, I can't stop this move. I can't stop this. Like, I got to get better. And that forces you to just increase and expand as a player. So I guess those would be some of the gems to drop on some younger players. Focus on yourself, and like AB said too, be in the moment, man. Enjoy this shit. Enjoy it. A lot of times we look back and it's like, damn, I wish I would enjoy certain moments more, like high school football, basketball. You don't get those moments back. College, same thing. Pros, same thing, whether it's on the field or off the field. Could just be being in a hotel, taking road trips, like all that stuff. You don't get those memories back when at some point you got to go and just live real life.
Because you think it's going to last forever. You know what I mean? And even, in high school and college, you had the old heads. I know, because they used to tell me, like, yo, enjoy this, like, especially college. Enjoy this, man. This is going to be the best 4 years of your life. And I'm like, it's my freshman year. I'm like, bro, like 4 years, man, this shit about to creep by. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, shit, it's senior season. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, man, you looking back on it like, man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have took more pictures. I wish I would have did this or whatever the case may be. So you hit that on the head, man, where you got to enjoy every moment of this shit, man. The good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I mean? Even if you in the moment, you could look at it like, man, damn, I just took an L. But trust me, man, you just learned the lesson somewhere in that. You just don't know it at the moment in time. And then, like you said, years down the line, you be like, damn, I thought I was taking an L, but that shit taught me a valuable lesson that I'm using now in my life or my career, whatever the case may be. So, and then also, man, tell a young guy, better yourself. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that.
You got to
all day, every day, early and often. Better yourself. Better yourself.
And you gotta have that confidence. That confidence is everything as an athlete and shit in life. Because nobody else can't believe you. You don't believe in yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's you versus you.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one to end on, man.
That's a great one to end on.
So appreciate y'all once again. Shout out to y'all. We'll be back on Thursday with the live show. And Actually, Tone got it up on the brand too. I like how Tone did this with all the games. He got that little live show at the bottom right. Live every Monday and Thursday, 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And obviously, you can listen to the playback of the podcast anywhere you listen to your podcast. Shout out to FanDuel Sportsbook for being a partner, being the best sportsbook out there. Keep an eye out for the same game parlay tonight. We'll see y'all Thursday to talk some more shit, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Dot. All right, man. Go.
Peace.
Hey, hit him straight, AB.
That's what I do, baby.
All right.
All right.